Good evening. I'd like to call to order the Board of Selectmen meeting for August 4th at 6 p.m. Could we stand for the pledge?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. So, I guess next item on our agenda, Ross, you're up if you want to roll us into it.
I will make a motion to move to executive session for contract negotiations for our acting town administrator, Police Chief Nick Miglianico. Also for potential litigation with MSHG and a briefing from attorney Scott Lang. Then we'll reconvene to open session for the remaining agenda.
Cool.
Second.
Motion by Ross, seconded by Tim. Roll call vote.
Smith, aye.
Stevens, aye.
Bonin, aye.
Patrick, aye.
There we go. All right. Roll back into open session. Item number 4, Chairman's announcement. Town Administrator Matthew Woljic's resignation statement. Just want to read it into our records. On July 24th, Matthew Woljic tendered his resignation effective immediate to the Board of Selectmen Chairman Les Stevens, who accepted it on behalf of the town. The Board of Selectmen will be working diligently over the next couple of weeks to set the search criteria and hiring process for the next town administrator for the town of Douglas. All right, on to number 5. Number 5, temporary town administrator appointment / police chief Nick Miglianico and possible votes. And
Mr. Chairman, because the town needs a town administrator and because we have a able and capable police chief who will serve in that capacity, I'll make the following motion if you don't mind. Pursuant to Section 1-4B of Chapter 145 of the Acts of 2009 entitled An Act Establishing a Town Administrator in a Municipal Finance Department in the Town of Douglas, I move that the board appoint Nick Miglianico as temporary town administrator pending the board's recruitment and appointment of a permanent town administrator, with the term of Mr. Miglianico's temporary appointment to be for the initial period of not more than 6 months from today's date, with the option to renew Mr. Miglianico's appointment for an additional term not to exceed 6 months.
Second.
motion by Tim, seconded by Mike. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. 4-0, and we've got our appointment. Number 6, the Citizens Forum. Anybody wishing to talk on anything that's not currently on our agenda? Seeing none, we'll move forward. Number 7, contracts and quotes for review and possible votes. So we've got the Board of Health, Langdon Environmental LLC, FY27, agreement letter for inspections and transfer station and cap landfill, as well as the Board of Health, Langdon Environmental LLC, letter annual environmental monitoring and cap for landfill, as well as another Board of Health item, which is the letter of corrective action for the cap settlement area for the Douglas landfill. Linked to Article 14 in our May 4th, 2026 annual town meeting. So is in our packet. So, let's see. Yes, Gene, do you want us to do these individually or to vote on them, or do you want them bundled?
I think you were going to authorize the chief to sign.
Okay.
It would actually be Chairman Bob Brazo that signs these.
Is there Board of Health related?
Yeah, but would you like Nick to also sign?
Okay. Yep. Makes sense.
Mr. Chairman, this came up before, just for anybody curious about it. There was a couple different options for correcting the cap, and this was the lesser of all of them, a recommended repair to that cap. That's how we've come to the conclusion of $25,000 on that cap repair.
Okay. Thank you for the insight. Definitely gives people a reminder at home and stuff, refreshing them, and considering the landfill's been there, and maintenance is always needed on those. So, any other questions or comments for the board? We can move forward.
And just to break it down again, the three different agreements. The first one is letter for inspection. The second one is the letter for annual monitoring of the landfill, and the third one was a letter for corrective actions for the landfill.
It's basically some settling on the cap because it doesn't have a actual liner on it.
Okay.
On the top of it, it's a clay cap that's on there. We had some ponding up there. That's what brought everybody's attention to it.
So, you can entertain a motion to go ahead.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. So, Lisa, I'm going to ask you this question. You need a motion to authorize the chief and Bob Brazo to, do you want them all grouped together?
They're all for the Board of Health, but yeah, you're okay with that? Yeah, you can move them.
So I would make a motion to authorize Bob Brazo, the chairman of the Board of Health, as well as temporary town administrator Nick Miglianico to sign the agreement of letter of inspection for the transfer station for and cap landfill for $1,000. Also sign for the agreement letter for annual environmental monitoring of the cap Douglas landfill for $20,600. And finally, the agreement letter for corrective actions for the settled cap area at Douglas landfill for $25,000, which was approved at the annual town meeting on 5/4/26, as stated by the chairman of the board.
I will second.
All right, motion by Mike, seconded by Ross. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. 4-0, we move forward. All right, next up on our agenda is to grant acceptance and possible votes. The Adult Social Center formula grant of, correct amount is $6,265.60. It's in our packet. So.
There is no backup for this, but Patrice did tell me that this is a portion of a grant they get every year.
Sure.
So they get increments, is that correct, Dean, through the year?
Perfect.
Can we accept the full rate and just come back? It does come, do you know the amount of the bill?
Yeah.
So if they accept it,
Up to $100,000.
$1 million.
you could accept it now.
Yep.
So we don't have to keep coming back with every little piece we
Correct.
get. So.
I would go by the.
What's the formula? 'Cause we're going to sign it?
And what the purpose is.
Yeah.
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 You want a motion on that?
Sure. Thank you, Mike.
Make a motion to accept the grant for $6,265.60 for funding for program supplies related to programs, entertainment, and other expenses for the senior center and senior van.
Second.
Motion by Mike, second by Tim. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. 4-0, move forward. All right. Next on our agenda is the minutes and possible votes. We have the July minutes. Our wonderful July 7th minutes. I think this was the fifth item, which was the poll. We were going back and forth with the polls. I think that's the longest poll petition discussion we've had.
Everybody good?
Yep.
Make a motion to approve the July 7th, 2026 meeting minutes as written.
Second.
Motion by Tim, motion by Mike, second by Ross, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. That's
He
the
was there
July.
in spirit form.
And- All right, so we got July 15th, huh? So fairly,
Just a quick correction on item number 3, the vote was 4-0.
yeah, I got a couple that are off there. Number 3, number 4,
They may
And
be
number
doing
5?
4 out of 4.
yeah.
Say that one more time.
All in our votes for July 15th, the votes were probably 4-0, but they're showing 4-4.
Oh,
And it's all in all,
we're good.
yeah, there's multiple votes in item number 4, but with that, good catch. I was catching number 5, I was like, wait a second, how do you do 4-4 votes?
I will fix it.
So,
All of them.
it's okay. All right, that was,
Motion to approve the July 15th regular meeting minutes
As amended.
as amended.
Second.
all right, motion by Tim, second by Mike, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. 4-0, move forward for the 15th, now we have one last one for July the 21st, huh?
Everybody good?
Yeah, I think we're good for,
Make a motion to approve the July 21st, 2026 meeting minutes as written.
Second.
motion by Mike, second by Tim, all in favor?
Aye.
4-0. Next item on our agenda, open session, any topics not anticipated 48 hours in advance? Any round table items? Ross? All good?
All good, we're still pushing our little challenge coins for 250th.
Yep. Mr. Manerick. I guess you're unanticipated topic, huh?
Good evening. For the record, Bob Manerick, Economic Development, Town of Douglas. I'm before you this evening because of ongoing discussions within the last 48 hours, emails still going back and forth as we speak to this very minute. This is for the schoolwork, which apparently they had an issue with an ice dam this past winter, destroyed some cables going into the school, so National Grid has to replace some underground cable and, in addition, add a pole to eliminate the ice dam potential area. There will be power outages during power transfers, so they need to do this before school starts on the 26th. Here it is, August 4th. We're only 22 days away from that date right now. We originally, National Grid wanted an easement to perform this work. Town council advised us that an easement requires 2/3 town vote at the next town meeting. Well, we know that's in the fall, and we would not complete the work prior to school starting. So in lieu of an easement, we are going with a license of grant, a grant of license. I had that backwards, sorry. And that's the document that's in front of you for signatures. Town council did run it through with all its corrections with National Grid. If that is signed and Lisa can send it to them tomorrow, they can start the work, and hopefully we can have this work done prior to the school start. That still does not replace the easement, which we still have to go through, but now we have time. The license is just to get the work done without an easement in place. That's what I've been told. So if you grant the license, sign the license, we can proceed with the work.
When do they plan on starting the work? Anticipate starting the work?
Once it comes out of engineering, soon, as soon as possible.
Trying to do it before the beginning of the school.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the key thing is that there will be power outages when they transfer cables.
Yeah, so it's National Grid.
And if something goes
License expires when?
upon execution of the lease and recording, and being recorded.
Okay.
The license automatically expires the day the easement is recorded with the
Okay.
registry.
And it's a national,
Automatically,
it's a National Grid easement?
yes.
Okay. I've dealt with those before, so.
And they do the recording, we don't worry about that, with the registry.
Okay.
Do we need to vote on this?
Yep.
I don't know if anybody's got any questions.
Well, my only concern is there any sort of guarantee that this will be completed before they open the school? So
From what I understand, it's only work putting in a fourth pole. There's 3 poles bringing the electricity up. There's a 4th pole to go overhead over that suspect area where the ice dams were created. They will connect into a vault, which is already there because it's already underground. They might be moving the underground vault up 1 pole. I'm going to estimate probably 2-3 days' work.
Yeah.
The work's going to need to be done, and if we delay it until town meeting, you put them in the middle of winter.
Yeah, it's not going to be the best time.
I'm not looking to delay it. I'm
No,
looking
no,
to
yeah.
expedite it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know
yeah,
that,
yeah.
You know?
but
And, yeah, and it's
Through the
good.
emails from Gene,
Gene Tinlin.
their intention is to get it done before school.
Yep.
And that's why they want to
Makes
get
sense.
moving on.
Okay.
That's all I'm asking.
All right.
make
Yeah.
a
So
motion.
their intention is to get it done.
Yep.
Yeah.
Make a motion to grant the license needed for the electrical improvements for National Grid on the school property.
No second.
Motion by Mike, second by Ross. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. 4-0.
And Lisa, you have the document for them to sign?
We'll sign it
Okay.
upon leaving.
If we
All right.
get that back to them tomorrow, we're in good shape.
Yep. Yep. And then we'll work on the easement language for the town meeting, and it's an end grid, so it's not.
I will note it on my town meeting list.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Perfect.
While Bob's still sitting here, and I don't want to get into discussion because of open meeting rules and regulations, but I would like on the next agenda to get an update on the Depot Street project because we're rapidly approaching fall
Yep.
with raised structures that's going to cause havoc with the snow plowing. I don't want to get into it because
Yep. That's fair
an
enough.
agenda item. I'd like to see it
Yeah.
on the next agenda so we can get an answer on that and then give you a couple.
Yeah, I did a lot of work coordination today.
100%.
Weeks to
Yeah.
try to get some answers for it.
Okay. Excellent.
Can I just ask one question?
Sure.
Would you like Bob Sullivan here as well? You want Bob's?
I don't care.
Sure.
I
Just an update on Depot.
May help.
Be done.
Yeah. We just want to get a timeline where we can get across the finish line on that.
Yeah, if he
I know-
doesn't have a commissioners meeting, he could be here.
Yeah, I know they're dealing with challenges on the road and the poles and stuff like that, so at least Grid can give us an update where they're going to be.
I'll give him an update.
Okay.
I'll reach out tomorrow to give him a heads up.
All right.
If we can at least have it as a possible votes on our agenda as well, so that way we can
Yep.
exercise our options as road commissioners and whether or
Correct.
not we want to move forward.
Yep, that makes sense. All right. Good, Bob.
Okay.
You get the license, we'll sign that tonight and get it from there.
Thank you.
All right.
Thanks, Bob.
When's your last one? Number
I will
11?
make a motion to adjourn.
Wait a minute.
Motion by Ross.
Tim, we only been here 40 minutes.
Do we hear a
That's
second?
all right.
Second.
Second by Mike, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, 4-0. There we go. Appreciate everybody's time.